Okay, so I realize some of you guys are probably having issues doing the math problems on the solutions chapter. And anyhow, I'm going to work out a couple for you. I don't know if it's going to be in one video or in two, depending on the size or if it lets me upload it or not. But we're going to give this a shot. I've already recorded this a couple of other times, and I've had issues with the audio not working, and then the camera, I don't know, sometimes it's zooming in, and I am on Zoom, but you know, right now it actually looks normal. So let's give this a shot and hopefully everything works out. Anyhow, so share screen, and that screen right there. Can you share it? There we go. And you guys should be able to see it. And I don't know if you guys see my picture or not while I'm doing this, but anyhow, seawater contains roughly 28 grams of sodium chloride per liter. What is the molarity of sodium chloride in seawater? Okay, so for these types of problems, you guys are going to use two different formulas. One formula is the molarity formula, and now it's not even going to write. So again, we got to have, things just can't work, or you just got to be smart enough to know how to do them. Molarity, my great M there, equals moles of solute per liter of solution. Okay, and then I know you guys hate moles, but moles are not going away. And if you don't remember what a mole equals the grams you have divided by the molar mass of whatever that substance is, molar mass. Okay, and so the molar mass, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but that comes off the periodic table. Okay, and so basically you're just adding up the pieces that are in the formula. So I recommend you guys read the problem, identify what you know, and identify what they're asking you for. And that'll help you determine how you're going to use these formulas. Okay, so seawater contains roughly 28 grams per liter. Okay, so they told us that we have 28 grams here, and that is per liter. Okay, and so this 28 grams is going to go right here. 28 goes there, and we know that we have per liter, so we're only going to have 1 liter down here. Okay, so what is the molarity of sodium chloride in seawater? Okay, so we're looking for molarity, and that's this capital letter M there. So we know we have to use that formula. Molarity equals moles over liters, and we know we have 1 liter because it was 28 grams per liter. So this is 1. And well, we can't really solve for molarity unless we figure out moles. Now, over here, a mole equals, and for us it's 28 grams divided by whatever the molar mass is. Well, we've got sodium chloride here, NaCl, and the sodium weighs 23, and the chlorine weighs 35.5, and so this is going to equal 58.5 grams. Okay, and that's our molar mass, so that's going to go right there. So again, moles equals 28 grams, because that's what we had up here, right there, and our molar mass is 58.5. And so let's do our math. 28 divided by 58.5, and that gives me 0.4786. So I'm going to round that up to 0.48. So our moles equals 0.48. All right, so that's going to go right there. And then in the end, we're going to have molarity equals 0.48 divided by 1. So in the end, the answer for this problem is going to be 0.48. And it's a capital letter M, and so we need to put a capital letter M after this, and that lets us know that it's 0.48 molar. Okay. So that's how you do that problem. All right, so let's pick a different one here. This one's a little different. And okay, so what is the molarity of a 5.0 grams or 5 grams of a sodium hydroxide solution in 750 milliliters? Okay, so what is the molarity of 5 grams of sodium hydroxide in 750 milliliters of solution? So they're straight out asking us for molarity, so we know we need to use molarity equals moles over liters. Okay, and notice here, this is not in liters, this is in milliliters. So 750 milliliters, and then I don't know if you guys remember how to do this, draw your cross, and 1,000 milliliters equals 1 liter. And notice those milliliters cancel out, and so in the end, 750 milliliters is going to be 0.75 liters. Okay, so that's going to go on the bottom here. So they're asking us, what is the molarity? Molarity equals moles over 0.75 liters, but I don't have moles and they gave me grams. But remember from the other form or the other problem I did, moles equals grams over molar mass. Okay, well, there's 1 sodium, there's 1 oxygen, and 1 hydrogen. So that's 23 plus 16 plus 1. And that's going to give me a molar mass of, if I can draw it, it's not letting me draw. All right, 40 grams. Okay, so 40 grams is going to go down here. And they started us off with 5 grams of the sodium hydroxide. So 5 grams of sodium hydroxide goes on the top. And I apologize for the messy handwriting. I'm doing the best that I can with what I have to work with. And so 5 divided by 40 equals 0.125. And remember, that is going to be moles. And so up here, we'll scratch that mole out. We'll put 0.125. And when we divide 0.125 divided by 0.75, this gives me a molarity equaling 0.1. I'm just going to, it goes 0.1666666. So I'm just going to round this up to 0.17. And again, we're looking for molarity. So this is going to be a capital letter M there. Okay. All right. So, got that. If not, you can always stop and rewind. We'll go new, don't save that one. And if I go over here, okay, so Now, what is the volume in milliliters of 18 molar sulfuric acid is needed to contain 2.45 grams of sulfuric acid? Okay, so we want to know how much volume we need of this 18 molar in order to have 2.45 grams of the sulfuric acid. So we've got a capital letter M. We've got a capital letter M here, and so that's our molarity. So we know we have to use molarity equals moles over liters. Okay, and so this is going to be 18 equals moles over liters. And did they give us any? No, they said, what is the volume in milliliters? And they gave us some grams here. So we're going to have to find our liters. We don't know that, but we also don't know our moles. And so this is what we want to solve for on the bottom, and the moles is what we need to find right now with the information that they gave us. Now, we know we got 2.45 grams of sulfuric acid. So remember, moles equals the grams that you have or possibly want over the molar mass. Now, we've got 2 hydrogens, 1 sulfur, and 4 oxygens. So 2 times 1 equals 2. That's our hydrogens. Our sulfur equals 32.1. And 4 times 16 equals 64. And that's for our oxygens. Again, I apologize for as messy as this is, but I'm working with what I have to work with. And in the end, this is going to end up to be, that was a 32.1 right there. And I know, looks bad. This is going to end up being 98.1 grams of sulfuric acid. So they told us we want to get 2.45 grams. So 2.45 divided by 98.1 equals 0.0, and I'm just going to round it up to 5, 0.025. And that is going to be moles. So now, this guy here, we're going to shove up into there, and we're actually down here. And so now our formula is going to look like 18 equals 0.025 divided by liters, which we don't know. And when we solve for liters, liters is going to equal 0.025. No one's ever going to answer the phone. Divided by 18. And that's going to give me 0.001. I'm just going to round it up to 4. And that's in liters. Okay. But they didn't ask us for liters. They asked us for milliliters. So 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. And when you do your math, you're going to find out that this is going to be 1.4, if I can draw it, 1.4 milliliters. And again, I apologize for my, yeah, you get it. All right, so I worked out 3 problems for you guys. My recommendation is work it out on paper. It's a lot easier than doing it on a touch screen. List out your givens. Those are the 2 formulas that you're going to be using. Sometimes you'll only have to use one. Most times you're going to have to use both. Okay, so hopefully this helps. And this assignment that I gave you guys today is going to be due on Friday, which means most people will start to turn it in on Saturday or Sunday, which is getting really annoying. You know, just because we're on, yeah. Anyhow, you guys have a good day. Hopefully things are going well for you guys. Yeah, I'm just learning new stuff. And like right now, I'm trying to learn how to shut this off. And I'm going to do that. Hey, I'm back. All right. Like my hair? Yep. I wanted to get a haircut before the school was shut down, but I snoozed, I lose. And so, anyhow, I'm going to stop this, and hopefully this was helpful.